Game. Okay, alright. So back to normal speed now, which is fast speed for deathmatch. And we have a set of games between MbL and Vinchester. These two guys are really actually pretty talented at deathmatch, and I've seen Vinchester in particular play quite a lot of it, so that's why I decided to stream these on the spur of the moment. But it does look like MbL is dominating at this point in the game. I missed the start. It's getting to the point where, you know, the economies and everything have stabilized. If you look at back at home, MbL doesn't actually have nearly as much economy as Vinchester, but the military, he just has so much more military out on the map. It's 30 units for Vinchester to 120 almost for MbL, and he can't stop it. Vinchester's got no food, he's got all that economy but no army to defend it, and he's losing his base. He is spreading out across the map, which is nice for him. He went for the relics as well, nice and early, but he's done the very deathmatch player sort of thing, dropping castles right next to your gold piles. Problem, of course, being his main base, where he's losing everything. And MbL just, even as trash streaming in, make sure his military numbers just stay up. I'm gonna have to grab my iPad and just reorganize things quickly after this game. I have to set everything up really quickly, so I'm not sure if things are working properly right now. But yeah, MbL just gonna retreat for a sec, remass that army, get some rams going. He needs some more rams in the mix, start taking down those castles as well as town centers, defending Vinchester's economy. He is rebooming himself. Whoops, that was a game sound, my bad. But yeah, he is rebooming himself. He's almost caught up in terms of Vil count now as well. And continuing to control this big hill at the front of Vinchester's base as well. The other thing is Vinchester can't afford paladins as far as I can tell. And he's getting raided by all of MbL's paladins, all of his economy being idle at this point in the game. 30 Vils idle out of 80, so he's got about 50 working, as you can see. Apart from this economy down towards the south, which is untouched, all of the economy near the center of the map, well, center of where Vinchester's base started, is idle. Oh, all the relics as well. MbL taking down that monastery nice and quickly, and that means 3 relics for Vinchester no longer in his possession for now. And he's actually buying food and wood. If we have a look at what just happened. Oh, my macros. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. If we look at MbL's economy, it's looking pretty nice for him. He's got a couple of idle Vils, just busy trying to control his army at the front. Now has also found the extra economy for Vinchester towards the bottom right hand side of the map, and is raiding there as well, but doesn't mean he's going to stop the push at the front. He's still got those rams coming in. Now Vinch having enough rams to defend himself, it seems. And MbL, well, you're not going to take down a castle with paladins there. He needs the rams there to be able to take this down. He just wants to snipe the rams of Vinch first, and then he'll probably go for that. Nice trade here as well. Elite skirms versus the heavy cav archers of Vinch. And the paladins continuing to raid, has cleared out that one town center, spreading out now to try and see what other economy he can harass, and he's going to find those Vils there. Very nice split by MbL. I don't know if you guys have ever watched him play RM. Late game is MbL's favorite part of the game. He just raids everywhere. He's really good at that, and right now his own economy isn't even getting raided, so even better for him. He doesn't even have to worry about defending back at home. Just has to focus on the push at the front, as well as spreading those paladins out and doing damage as much as possible. And there we go, GG being called by Vinch. So I'm just gonna close some stuff quickly. Down level's okay as well. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna just come back here. Achievements. MbL killing quite a lot more units than he lost. 695.50. Largest army actually in favor of Vinch. So it looks like at the very start Vinch had a larger army, but gradually just got outmassed by MbL. And relic gold, 2 relics captured for Vinch at the end of the game, and he had 1,000 relic gold income, so that was also very nice for him. There is 3 minutes spec delay, so I will be right back quickly after this. And 116 to 66 Vil high. Okay, let me just Gonna just put myself in medieval siege quickly as well. All right. Okay, so I will be right back quickly while the spectator delay countdown begins and ends, hopefully. I'll get back before then. And we'll continue watching. I think it's going to be a pretty damn good series. Okay. Why is my mouse so unresponsive? Okay, I apologize for the delay. I'm back now. I just went to grab some stuff, my iPad and everything to try and keep an eye on chat and a drink as well. Alright, so looking at the civilizations, it is going to be a Turk war once again on the MGA between the two players. Did unfortunately miss the very start of the game, so I have no idea how the raids went. I'm looking at the Vil count, dead even, so I'm gonna guess that neither player got any Vil kills. If otherwise, it was pretty even, and they both managed to kill the same number of villagers. So not much of a difference either way. And let me just quickly unplug this. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to move my mouse quickly. Alright, so both players playing very defensive this game, massing up large armies before going for the kill here. Neither of them really going to attack the other player. This is surprising. Well, it looks like Vinch gonna take control of that hill in the middle of the map. and just wait for MbL to attack into him. He's sending rams forward now, but maybe he's going to be a little more aggressive, and MbL sees him coming. He's gone bombard cannons rather than going for rams as Turks. So now we're going to see the difference in unit composition. How does it work out? Well, MbL has these two castles. Very nice position for him indeed with those castles. He's got the Janissary sitting behind as well. Much better fight for MbL. Vinch definitely lost the first engagement of this game. He's going to lose these rams at the front to the bombard cannons as well. Very, very nice micro, but mainly the castle position's really, really nice. MbL needs to keep this castle alive, though he's got some villagers nearby. Maybe should consider coming in to repair it. Otherwise, yep, he's got his heavy camels coming in to take down the rams as well. Finally sending some villagers to repair it, but the rams, there are so many of them. Don't think the castle's going to go down, just too many camels, too many of the bombard cannons taking the rams down, and he manages to save it. He manages to hold, and now he's in a really, really good position. Kills deaths, 115 to 55 in favor of MbL. And if we look at it, they're both just fighting head-on right now, so no one's really going for the raids. And in that case, it's favoring MbL very much. And now Vinch, being forced back to this little hill on top of, at the front of his base, he really needed castles here on the high ground on either side, and that would have helped him a lot in this particular situation. I forgot to change the scores, by the way, guys. It is 1-0 in favor of MbL. I had to be right back after the first game. 1-0. And it's looking, once again, pretty damn good for MbL. He's got almost double the military compared to Vinchester, and in terms of Vil count, fairly even at this point as well. He's even going into Hussar for both players. Now, and looks like Vinch is just going to hold the hill for now. It's very difficult for him to push in right now, through the middle of the map at least. He's got to maybe consider taking some alternative path into the base of MbL. Too many castles already defending that area of the map. There's no way Vinch is going to be successful going for that now. So finally we see Vinch dropping that castle on top of that hill. As I said, going to be very crucial for him to hold that area of the map. He's even got a secondary gold pile there as well, so that castle rate looks like somehow Vinch pulling it back in terms of the military numbers. Those bombard cannons though, MbL keeping them alive, running away from the rams, manages to save all of them, and the rams from Vinch go down as well, so that's a nice trade once again for MbL. But looks like Vinch is pulling ahead in terms of economy. He's got 85 to 60 villagers now, even though MbL hasn't been raided at all. Seems like he's just been focusing very much on what's happening at the front, and now Siege Workshop's forward as well for Vinch. He's beginning to make that push towards the center of the map. Have a quick look at MbL's economy. Well, he's got a lot of idols behind this as well. So MbL with not as much economy and more idle vills on top of it all. Turks, the gold mining bonus. Oh my god, he's even walled those vills in just to make sure that they stay safe mining gold. That's a nice little detail there from MbL. But MbL's going to struggle too much to push against this kill from Vinchester. He should really consider going around. I mean, there's still this high ground here that he can take, and he can push forward from there, drop the castle there, have the BBC protected under the castle, and start taking down that castle from Vinch. So maybe that's what he should be thinking about, rather than trying to tackle this head-on, because it's really not working for him right now. Of course, Turkish bombard cannons do have the longer range, so he can fire down at this castle or up at this castle from quite far away with these bombard cannons. It's just that this hill extends so far, and the high ground is... I don't know, I don't think he should be pushing head on here. It's just such a bad decision for him to do so. He's going to lose so much more doing that, rather than going for a push from a different angle. A bombard tower? MbL? No bombard towers. Sorry guys, give me a sec. Okay. Oh, it was a mistake. Oh, it's a mistake. Alright, that's fine. He accidentally built a bombard tower. Okay. That's fine. He deleted it as soon as it was complete, so... Alright. And I was about to say, you can't make bombard towers, it's against the rules. So... no raiding going on from either player right now. Vinchester's economy looking very nice. He's got lots of farms down. He's still not taking his secondary gold pile towards the front. He's also got that market down, so it seems like he's going to be starting to abuse the market early on, force the price down, and it means his opponent, MbL, will be at a disadvantage when and if he decides to use the market himself. MbL does not have a market at this point in the game, so... now the population's a bit of a reversal. Vinchester, 111 villages and 40 military compared to MbL, only 70 vills and 30 military. He's struggling for population now. So that early stronger economy for Vinchester paying off. And what looked like a very, very nice start and potentially a strong enough start to win the game for MbL is now turning into very strong position for Vinchester. Now MbL trying to move forward, build another castle here at the front on the high ground, but I don't think that castle's going to be completed. He doesn't have enough army here. He doesn't have enough janissaries. He's just got a few bombard cannons there, a few heavy camels, and a few rams. And no, there's no way that castle is going to get completed. MbL's got an overly ambitious castle there. Going to go down pretty quickly to the rams as well. So many rams coming in from Vinchester. But it seems like MbL's gonna sacrifice the heavy camels. He's actually gonna get that castle up. Looks like he's gonna get that castle completed. It's gonna take a lot of damage, but well played by MbL, somehow managing to get that castle completed, and a crucial castle for him as well, to help with that push against that hill. And I know I've said this quite a few times, but I wish he would try a different angle. He doesn't have to try and force his way through this castle on top of the hill from Vinchester right now. And as you can see, the vills that he walled in, well, looks like Vinch managed to get in anyway, and they're now chopping wood, so... gonna lose a bit of economy there for MbL. Getting raided now, gonna lose those bombard cannons as well to the Hussar coming in from Vinch. Losing, what was that, 1 or 2? Not too bad. Only 1 or 2 bombard cannons going down for him. Repairing that castle on top of the hill as well. I'd like to see Vinch maybe make a few bombard cannons of his own, start taking down that castle. He does have that high ground, so definitely something that he can do. It would put him in an even better position, give MbL less time to recover. Now you see MbL making a slight recovery. He's still really far behind in terms of economy, with Vinch being double in terms of vill count. But it seems like his military numbers are coming up again. He's got almost even military numbers compared to Vinch now. And we see him going for a bit of a push on the top of the map as well to defend that gold pile and potentially force Vinch away from this town center. But really, MbL hasn't done any raiding this game whatsoever. At least Vinch has made a bit of an effort here. And Vinch is trying to push on different sides of the map as well, whereas MbL just seems stuck on taking this castle in the middle of the map. It's a very important part of the map, yes. But if he can go around it and just attack Vinch's base from the side here, it would be even more effective. Either way, it looks like with Vinch's army leaving, he will be able to succeed in taking that castle down from Vinch on top of that hill, and that's going to allow him to push on top of the hill and take a very nice position if he chooses to do so. Got enough janissaries massed up there. Problem is, he's now struggling a bit, lost a castle there already on the gold, and forced to defend elsewhere as well. Military numbers still dead even, and now let's see who gets to the top of the hill first. MbL should be heading for the top of the hill rather than standing with his janissaries there. And Vinch standing on the castle with his own janissaries as well, so... and it looks like Vinch is going to take the hill with his own janissaries, so MbL gets the hill, but... ooh, those bombard cannons from MbL, very nice micro. And he just doesn't have enough. So he manages to take down the castle, but he doesn't have enough to take control of the hill at this point in the game. Even with those bombard cannons helping out, he doesn't have any Hussar of his own, he's just going full heavy camel. well, his heavy camels are very nice against the Hussar, but remember, Hussar are trash, only cost food, so he's spending gold on these camels, and they're not that great against Janissaries either. Much rather see him go into Hussar and Janissary combination at this point in the game, and just pulling back towards the castle once again. But yeah, I mean, all this economy dead now, so Vinch gonna try and see what he can get with those Hussar elsewhere, and MbL starting to make Hussar now, so that's what we've needed from him for a while. With both players abusing the market, MbL still really far behind in terms of economy. Just look at the Vil count, 63 to 135. Sooner or later, that stronger economy is just going to pay off for Vinch, and looks like it might be starting now. Starting to take down those two castles at the front for MbL, and MbL's running out of steam a little. He's got a few Hussar of his own trying to raid now finally, but it is already 32 minutes into the game. And he's just struggling on all fronts. He can't defend everything at the same time. He'll defend one castle and then Vinch will come in from another angle. I mean, just this hill. There's no way MbL's stopping this push here at the front. Too many Janissaries, and he's got so many rams behind it as well. His castles will go down to this. His army's not in position to defend even. When you look at it, he's just going to have to give up on those castles at the front. One down already, second about to go down. He's got bombard cannons, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Vinch should be able to get this castle here. And MbL going around. He might find those villas on the gold there. Extra gold pile from Vinch, but it doesn't really matter now. Vinch has enough villas that he can afford to lose some. And continuing to push forward, Vinch raiding as well with the Hussar, which is something MbL has been completely unsuccessful with. It's not being able to raid at all this game. Looks like this is the beginning of the end for MbL. He's got this single army over on the top side of the map that will go down to Vinch's army pretty soon. Vinch is continuing to take down his castles. Got so many Janissaries massed up, as well as the rams coming in. And he can sell. He can just sell his resources. I'm pretty sure he's got relics as well at this point in the game. MbL's got none. And Vinch has all 5 relics in the bank now. So lots of gold income for Vinch. Almost getting himself popped, and MbL's just falling behind in terms of population. So much. 77, 190. Yeah, and more rams coming in. Castle goes down. This is GG. There we go. GG being called by MbL. Gonna have a quick look at achievements. So they're starting again. So I'm gonna quickly change the score. So it's 1-all. BBT, man. BBT. Just change those hotkeys, MbL. Yeah, if he went around at that point, yes. But at the very start, he had a really strong army advantage. He could have pushed through the side much faster. I think he was sitting on like 80 army to 20 for a bit. All he has to do is leave a little bit of army in the middle and then push through the side with the rest of his army at that point in the game. It's not to say that it would have worked at every point in the game, but I definitely think there was a timing window for push through the side for MbL. Total score 1-all so far. MbL taking the first game and Vinch took the second game. Okay, so game 3 will be map and civilization chosen by MbL. Last game was the map and civ chosen by Vinch. I'm curious as to what MbL will go for. I'm not going to look at achievements because I think they've already launched the game. Yep, so under 2 minutes to go until we get into the game. 1 minute and 10 seconds. No facecam today. I don't always facecam, guys. Map control for free, yeah. I mean, camping at the very start, I would say, is kind of okay. Depends on what your opponent does as well. But they were both camping really hard at the start of that game. So now MbL has chosen DMGA Huns. So basically a replay of the first game. Yeah, army advantage. So a replay of the first game. Let's see how it goes. He did take the first game, MbL, and quite convincingly. So let's see if Vinch can make a bit of a comeback. MbL Sassar just chilling. Dude, this is such an RM thing, where you just set it to stand ground for the Hussar, rather than having it patrol in and attack the Vils. I mean, I'm sure that was the concept behind it, but he probably just forgot. And then Hussar's just standing there instead of attacking villagers automatically, and then he just wastes the Hussar. But, he's not gonna get a Vil here. No. The Hussar dies off. MbL doesn't lose a villager either. He kills off the Hussar from Vinch. That MbL Hun start is a little ugly, yes. But he just has to hold on. The thing with MbL is, if he can get past the first army from Vinch, and he can just get that economy going, mass up that army, he'll be in a really nice position. Because MbL is just... that's just the way he plays. He does the same thing in RM as well, for Huns rather, Ara Huns. He likes to raid a lot with his army. Okay, so we see him now coming in to try and raid a bit of Vinch's economy and just runs past everything. What is Vinch doing? He's camping some of the hills that he expects MbL to be building castles on. I like Vinch's start a lot more. Vinch is going for the early castle, TC on the gold. It's a much more standard deathmatch start. Looks like he will lose one of those vills. Very nice pick there by MbL with the paladins. And it looks like he will also deny this town center coming up on the secondary gold from MbL. So MbL getting the TC on the main gold notices quite quickly, so he's going to be able to garrison those vills in, and he should probably consider sending some... yeah, he's got a halb going over already. Some halbs, and he should be fine now. But does lose quite a few villagers in the meantime thanks to that. He's somehow still ahead on vills though. There's pretty good start for MbL. Now camping back at home. That's a lot of halbs there from MbL. But Vinch has an even larger army. I don't know, this positioning from MbL not great. He's got his heavy cav archers stuck out in the front. His halbs can't get to the paladins. His paladins can't get forward either. He really wants positioning more like Vinch. Vinch's paladins are a little stuck as well. We see rams coming in already for Vinch, and that castle from MbL likely to be denied here. Gonna get taken down before he manages to finish building it, and he's gonna lose his position immediately. Very nice push from Vinch. MbL should just give up on that. He will lose the left-hand side of the map. Is Jitba in this tournament? Yes, he is. And I think he just deleted off that castle there. There's no way it was getting completed. He's got those siege workshops there, but very, very nice push by Vinch. He gets his own castle up, and MbL just fighting to stay alive in this game right now. Both players pretty much capped out. Well, no, saying that, Vinch is pretty much capped out in terms of population. MbL is really struggling for population right now. 90, less than 90 military to 160. So very strong play by Vinch. I think he's identified that MbL's a lot weaker right at the start of the game, and he's going to take advantage of that as much as possible. But if MbL, on the other hand, survives this onslaught, then maybe he's looking like he's in a pretty decent position. Too many heavy cav archers though. His composition is so heavily into heavy cav archers, and he doesn't have many paladins mixed in. And he's struggling for gold now as well, whereas if you look at Vinch's resources, he's got a lot more gold in the bank. Gonna have a quick look at kills deaths. Yeah, Vinch being so much more effective here and efficient with his kills and deaths. 230 killed to 170 deaths. That's a really significant difference at 10 minutes into the game. And getting raided as well at the back by paladins. So much pressure from Vinch, and I think unless he manages to stuff it up, he looks like he's in a very strong position. Old economy, very well. Going pretty well. Back at home, he's got starting to maybe take relics in. I'm not sure why he's not retreating his army. Okay, so bad patrol there from Vinch. No market. There will be notifications up in the top left-hand side if either player uses market. Or right, I forget. Either way, spectator overlay will tell me when that happens. So no market so far. And now we see MbL going into trash. Now, as a defense, he really needs the trash, but at the same time, if he goes too heavily into halbs, that's really going to hurt him later on in the game. He's going to be lacking food for paladins. in the near future. Not like later as in 30 minutes later. Alright, so MbL continuing to camp the hill, trying to keep Vinch at bay, but it's a struggle. Vinch is now double in terms of more than double his population, has more than double the villagers, and this is pretty much GG. Yeah. I didn't even resume lobby. There we go. GG being called by MbL, so it looks like they forced resumed lobby for us. Very nice push by Vinch, much more aggressive. The university bans Twitch. Plus minus numpad, yes. Okay. So, Vinch with 387 killed to 268 lost, 174 to 142 largest army. In favor of Vinch, much stronger economy as well, and he started to collect relics at that point in the game, which is pretty important. I like that Vinch plays for the late game. He collects relics really nice and early, and gets himself a nice advantage over time. Alright, so I'm going to change the scores. That takes it to 2-1 in favor of Vinch. There's a 3-minute spectator delay, so I'm gonna grab something quickly. I'll be right back. You don't have numpad. Wow. There we go. Much better. Double TC action. Okay, guys. Maybe we will see double TC action. Who knows? Have to wait and see what they go for. Right? In the tournament. And not by they, I don't mean Vinch and MbL in particular. Since Game 4 will be Celts DM, it's the map pack. So, I'm not too sure what map we're going to end up seeing. It's been GA for the past 3 games, which is fascinating. Ooh. This is like Gold Rush. This is Gold Rush. So this should be the DM version of Gold Rush. Very nice map here. Very open as per usual, and lots of gold in the center of the map. So we usually see players camp really, really hard, but maybe we'll see something a little different, given that they know what kind of map it is. They want to take control of all of the gold on this map in the center, so probably going to see more aggressive buildings coming out. Let's have a look at the start from MbL. What is this start? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so bit of a different start coming out from Vinch compared to MbL. We see barracks as well as stables coming out, and MbL's just gone barracks, barracks, siege workshop. Siege workshop. I don't know what to think of this. Yeah. Well, double castle now coming up from MbL. Yeah, banning Twitch. I wouldn't be surprised. You can install the Twitch app on your phone if you're desperate, and it probably won't get blocked by the university. Like that. The Twitch apps. Like, that's I mean, Twitch is pretty much blocked on websites in China, but if I use the Twitch app, it's not blocked. And same thing for Facebook Messenger and stuff. I don't know why it works like that, but the firewall in China is leaky. Or maybe the same thing happens at your university. And now we see Vinch immediately heading across the map, being very aggressive. Champions from MbL, but he spots out the paladins from Vinch, and he's gone just full infantry here. That's sort of standard, very standard RM infantry build, if you will. Heavy Scorpions, Champions, and Woad Raiders coming out, whereas if you look at Vinch, he's gone quite heavily into Halbs. He's going to have Heavy Scorpions as well, Paladins mixed in, taking control of this high ground in the middle of the map where all the gold is. Very nice position for him. And he's even got Rams coming in as well. No, well, there we go. There are the onages. You don't need too many onages in this particular matchup, but you should have at least a few, and I don't know why we're not seeing any onages from Vinch. That's a bit of a mistake, if you're asking me. It's kind of like when I watch Mongol Wars without onages. I just wonder what's going on with my life, and why I'm watching this. But very nice snipe here by Vinch. He's going to take down a Treb here from MbL. While MbL wasn't paying attention and fighting on the other side of the map. MbL Scorpion's in danger as well from those Rams. He's got the infantry coming in. He's got more castles though, 2 castles now. And River saying he hopes MbL takes market. 3rd castle going up for MbL now as well. He's got more Trebs coming in as well. And those Scorpions though, just shredding his infantry army up. He's got a lot of Scorpions himself. He's keeping his onages alive. And he's so all in. Yeah, MbL is very much all in. I mean, Vinch, right now, he's got 29 builds, so Vinch does like to go for that more eco-intensive sort of build. MbL, though, just full army. Gonna take control of the middle, though. This might work out for him. He's 130-something military units to 28 right now. Vinch is struggling for military. He's starting to make the onages now, but is it too little too late? He's already starting to lose those villages in the center of the map, and with Gold Rush, you don't really have map anywhere else on the map. Gold anywhere else on the map, rather. And MbL looks like he doesn't have that many villas. He can't afford to lose them. He wants to build a castle right where Vinch's castle was. And with this map control, he should be able to do it. He's pushing Vinch away from the center of the map. Vinch has no gold. Vinch needs to market now. He's still got plenty of wood and plenty of food, but his population is dropping. This looks like it's GG, 28 to 20. Vil count, but 18, 20, military to 160. Really, really nice push coming in from MbL. And that castle from Vinch, I don't know how long it's going to survive. MbL now adding in Halbs as well. But he's taken the high ground there. He's got onages, he's got so many Scorpions. He's got the Trebs coming in as well, the Rams. And he's going to get a castle on top of that hill that Vinch used to have a castle on. And Vinch's own castle having been denied there as well. The Trebs going to start trapping down the castles at the front of Vinch's base. This is not looking good for Vinch at all. Super over. Uptime, I don't believe there is an uptime command. I've been live for about 20-30 minutes so far. Yeah, the castle from Vinch, I think he deleted it, and he's now going to try and attack from the sides, the right-hand side of the map. He's losing pretty badly. Yeah, and MbL just has the cap now. He doesn't even need to do much. He's taking down the Trebs, the onages with his Trebs, and he's got so many onages of his own. I don't know if he wants to keep them all together like that. Clumped up together, he's gonna head for the high ground. He's gonna, oh, no, he's gonna lose one. He saves his Trebs, loses a couple of onages. That was a good trade for Vinch, to be honest. He got like 6 onages with 2 or 3, but still. MbL's got control of the middle. He doesn't even care at this point. Vinch now trying to raid with some Hussar. MbL's got no economy there. Like, literally no economy. What MbL has to do now is just mine gold and buy resources. That's all he needs to do. I'm pretty sure that's the plan for him. You're just gonna mine gold and buy resources. He doesn't even need to build farms. Or take wood, or do anything. Just so much gold. Does look like he's going to play a little more passive and sending the Woads in to start raiding instead. Yeah, the siege onages though. Like, MbL manages to snipe one there from Vinch. Why is he being so passive though? I know he's got control of the map and he's maybe feeling quite comfortable with the position he's in right now, but he's giving Vinch the chance to come back into this game right now. Okay, so there's no way Vinch is getting up that hill. It's just not happening. The onagers, the units, the scorpions, the everything just camping on top of that hill for MbL. And, oh, well, there was one onager that managed to get away, chasing the scorpions from MbL. MbL's just going to send some words in that direction, and down it goes. And even more castles to secure more of the map. There we go. Lots and lots of castles from MbL, who is now starting to buy food. Doesn't even care about what's happening back at home. Just extra castles everywhere. He can buy castles, he can buy food, he can buy wood. He can buy everything in the game right now. He's the richest guy out there. Whereas Vinch, oh, Vinch is going to be selling. MbL buys, Vinch sells. That's basically the way this game is going. So they have a symbiotic relationship going on. They're relying on each other for resources. I'm gonna have a quick look at the price. It's not too bad. Like, Vinch has sold quite a bit of wood at this point in the game, but it looks like MbL hasn't bought too much food as far as I can tell, so Vinch mustn't have sold much either. But Vinch now messing up a nice number of siege onagers here, still quite far behind in terms of army. A nice attack round there by the onagers. Gonna catch some of the words off guard at the front. He's not winning that treb war. I mean, MbL's got the hill, he's got like 4 or 5 trebs there as well. And MbL's just hanging around with his army, not really doing too much. So we're just settling into a bit of a lull. MbL's quite behind in terms of economy, bill count, and it's just going to be an onager war. Great. My favorite time. MbL's economy is emptier than your sex history. Oh, Glocken. Alright. So that castle at the front though from MbL being taken down by a treb. MbL microing the onager, he's gonna get it. So he gets the treb there, and he saves his siege onager even there from the words of Vinch. Now repairing that castle. But he's got castles surrounding this entire center area. There is nowhere that Vinch can even think about attacking from. He's got these houses at the back of MbL's base that MbL doesn't even give a crap about because he's got all the gold in the middle of the map, and that's it. So MbL now running out of stone, but yeah, he doesn't have much economy, and that's his biggest problem right now. Alright, so Vinch, trebs running away from the siege onagers there of MbL. Okay, so looks like Vinch gonna get an okay trade once again. No, yeah, I think he got more. Oh, those words though. MbL, what are you doing with your onagers? Okay, so he finally gets it. Another 2 go down. Once again, a good trade for Vinch. So Vinch just camping back at home. MbL just camping on top of his hill. Vinch selling resources. MbL buying resources. This should have been GG 15 minutes ago, I agree. MbL's now catching up in terms of economy. I mean, that's the good news for him. But the bad news is he's actually not taking wood anywhere. Like, he has to buy everything. He's taking gold and that's it. If we have a look at his, he's got 24 farmers and 37 gold miners and that's it. That's his economy at this point in the game. Ooh, MbL coming in with the words and sniping off those onagers, and now GG. Yeah, he can't defend anymore. He's lost the onagers, the treb's coming in, and he has no gold. So finally closing out this game is MbL, and that takes it to 2-all, guys. Been a really close series, and we're gonna get a game 5. So having a quick look at MbL, more efficient, 415 to 361 with Vinch rather trying to push up towards the top of the hill, not working out well for him. 163 to 100 largest army, that all-in push right at the very start of the game, working out for MbL, and taking what looked to be a dramatic win, but game slowed down towards the end, and really felt like he should have ended it a lot earlier, but still, the win goes to MbL, so well played. Okay, I have something to check quickly. That's JK. Let me have a quick look. Sorry guys, just calling for another game to start. Alright, so less than 30 seconds to go until we get into the games. And hopefully the other series is also going to start soon. So if that does happen, I might stream that as well. So we have Vinch towards the south of the map playing in purple, MbL playing in green towards the north of the map. Looks like graveyards to me. Yeah, it is graveyards, of course. That is the settings. We have a Saracen war on graveyards. So Saracens, heavy camels, Mamelukes, siege onagers, pretty much standard for this particular matchup. I haven't seen much else happen. What is this? A monastery really early already for Vinch. So he's going for those nice early relics. I really like this from him. This particular map does have a lot of relics. It is really favoring MbL in terms of relic position in this particular game. But doesn't look like either player getting any raids off there. And both players defending pretty well with heavy camels. MbL might get a Vilpod out there. Heavy Cav Archer. It's really expensive. I don't see it used much in DM, to be honest. That much. I mean, towards the later... sometimes, I suppose. But now Vinch managing to kill off quite a few of MbL's vills. Very nice there. Raiding heavily. 3 vills down from MbL already. But he is killing off a lot of army here from Vinch in the meantime, especially with those heavy cav archers coming in to help out. He does have the 4 archery range star. Check all that gold in Vinch's side. Yeah, he's got a lot of extra little gold piles all around the map. So let's see how it goes now with the heavy cav archers. Well, heavy Saracens do get the best heavy cav archers in the game, I suppose. They're just really expensive. I don't see them that often. Yeah. I don't know. Like, you don't see them in RM either. Your eyes watered from laughter. Like I said, I was a little confused when I saw them. I was expecting heavy cav archers, camels, Mamelukes, as you can see, siege workshops, onagers coming out, siege onagers coming out from Vinch. So very standard unit composition that I was expecting to see. I think Vinch has got this in the bag. Just looking at MbL's unit composition. Yeah. It's true, but with siege onagers, they're decent against the Mamelukes, they're decent against the heavy cav archers, the heavy camels rather. They're terrible against the siege onagers as Saracens are gonna make. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, Vinch now pushing forward now with his siege onagers. He's going to end up in castle range if he's not careful, so he's got to be very... Oh, nice. Still trading there evenly with MbL MbL's heavy cav archers now, heading towards the back. He's gonna find a monk. No. Doesn't even find. Oh, he's going for it! He's going for the monk snipe! He gets the monk snipe, he gets the Vil snipe, and then he gets out of there. Vinch, though, ahead in terms of Vil count. Once again, double the villager count of MbL already. He's got lots of town centers up and running, and very standard. Double TC on the main gold, as you would expect on a map like this. MbL, the double monastery now coming out and starting to head across the map for those relics. And he's also going around making sure Vinch isn't taking any of the extra gold on the map. MbL just says, what a shit map. And he's just resigned. Okay, wow. Wow, MbL. Just... okay. A bit of a rage quit there. Yeah, I don't know about the heavy cav archers, but either way, Vinch taking game 5 in a rather interesting fashion. 87 units killed to 82 lost. Did have all of the gold on his side of the map. I mean, that's maybe something that we need to discuss. Maybe updating that particular map a little bit. The map generation seems a little unfair with all the relics on one side and all the gold on the other. I don't know, Robo, do you want to make a post? Yeah, it's definitely something that we need to discuss. 4 castles to 2 in favor of Vinch. He already had 4 relics in the bank, 55 to 29 rather, Vil high, and that means Vinch wins this, taking this a 3-2 in this best of 5 series. Where is JK? And I need to go and call a Chinese player.